In this episode, we're going to discuss 3 reasons why selling is an important personal development skill. Before diving deeper into today's subject, my name is Stephen and I'm the creator of Struggling to Succeed. My mission here is to deliver bite-sized videos each week that can hopefully help those that start out late on a personal development journey get started. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, hit that subscribe button and come along and join my Struggling to Succeed journey. The first reason why selling is an important personal development skill is that it builds self-confidence. If you already work within a selling environment or you've sold previously in another role, you might already understand this. Walking up to somebody in the street, knocking on somebody's door, approaching somebody in a store, or cold calling somebody off a list is tough work. And it takes a certain level of confidence to be able to be successful in that type of role. Selling confidence comes from just getting used to walking up to strangers, whether they're in a store, a brick and mortar store that you work in, or whether they're at a convention, or whether they're just on the street. When you do that type of interaction more and more and more in your life, it builds confidence. Now, if you don't work within a selling environment and you want to try to build confidence, there are plenty of ways to work for non-profit organizations, to work on their phones and to cold call people to try to get them to donate or to purchase a product from those organizations. You don't necessarily have to work within a selling organization currently to get that type of experience. There are ways and means of being able to build that selling confidence. But the first and main reason why selling is an important personal development skill is that it 100% builds your confidence. The second reason why selling is an important personal development skill is the art of listening. This is a little bit of a paradox or a counterintuitive thinking when it comes to selling. The idea that we have of that typical seller is that slick back hair, Wolf of Wall Street, wise talking, fast talking, used car salesman type of person that will bulldoze you into making a decision. However, the top sellers, the classy sellers, know that listening is the key to any conversation. When you listen, you build the ability to be able to hear the needs and wants of other people and what will influence other people to make a decision that you want them to make. Now, I'm not saying use this skill in a dark and unethical way to get people to say yes to any of your requests. I'm saying by building the skill of listening, you can hear what other people want and what other people need. This just isn't a skill that you can use while selling. This is a skill that you can use at work, in meetings, not only in entrepreneurial meetings, but also in corporate meetings. If you're the type of person that wants to push a project forward in a certain direction, bulldozing your way through that conversation to try to force your ideas and opinions on others doesn't necessarily work. But hearing the needs and wants of maybe your boss or your boss's boss, and then tailoring your ideas and the direction you want to take a project to fit the needs and wants of the organization is a skill. But you'd only know how to tailor your thoughts and your ideas by listening to the factors of influence of the people around you. If you just delivered your idea without thinking about what other people want, it would fall on deaf ears. And this goes for the same when it comes to selling. If you're trying to sell somebody a product or an item and you haven't actually listened to what their needs and wants are, or whether they even qualify for that product at all, you will waste time and you will just bulldoze your way through conversations and people will end up saying, no thank you, and moving on. It's a little bit of a paradox, but learning how to sell builds your confidence. And then when you have the confidence, you're able to create the space to listen, then it allows you to navigate those conversations a hell of a lot better. The third reason why selling is an important personal development skill is that you are a brand. You are constantly selling yourself. You may not like that fact, you may disagree with me, but if you work within a corporate environment, I'm pretty sure your bosses and your boss's boss are looking at you and weighing you up with the other people around you. What value do you have, and what value would you have if you were to move to the next level or being put in charge of a project? If you're known for delivering great results when it comes to your company's key performance indicators, that's part of your brand. And learning how to sell will allow you to demonstrate that within team meetings and within interviews. If you don't have the confidence to sell yourself, you may be losing out on promotions and opportunities. If you don't have the ability to listen to the needs and wants of the people around you, your boss and your boss's boss, you may not be able to provide the right solutions to the answers or to the questions that they need. When you take a step back and you look at these three areas of why selling is an important personal development skill, you'll see that they're kind of nested within each other. First of all, by putting yourself out there, by having those conversations, by learning how to sell, by learning how to talk in front of people, by learning how to talk on the phone, by learning how to get over the fear of speaking to strangers, you will build the confidence in yourself and as a person. Also, once you get past that initial need of wanting to talk all the time, you learn the ability to listen. And learning the ability to listen, not only in a selling environment, but in a corporate environment when it comes to meetings and projects, you can hear the needs and wants of the people around you and then provide solutions, whether that's a product or whether that's some knowledge to any of the issues or problems that the people around you may have. And then nested in that, from confidence to listening, is building your brand. If you don't have great listening skills, if you don't have great confidence, your brand will suffer because of that. And that's why building these key skills, or building the key skill of learning how to sell properly, is super important for your personal development journey. I don't think I would be where I am today without going through many years of selling. It is a skill that I will keep with me for the rest of my life. It has built confidence in how I sell myself, but I also have confidence when I actually enter into selling situations. When I go to buy a car or a house or a product, I can notice sales techniques and strategies, and I can see the difference between a good salesperson and a bad salesperson because I have been a salesperson, or I have actually taught myself or learned how a proper selling interaction should go. If you put yourself out there a little bit and learn these key skills, you will not only benefit from the art of selling yourself within your working environments, but you will also benefit from these skills within your day-to-day life. Like it or not, you are a brand. You are constantly selling yourself to the people and to the world around you. And the bigger and better your brand can be, possibly the bigger and better your life can be. I have reviewed a number of impactful success books before that touch on subjects similar to this. If you want to check them out, I'll put them in the iCard above. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you thought it was helpful, please go ahead and hit that like button. You can comment below and let me know what you think about selling as a personal development skill. I think it is a key skill that everybody should learn because, as I mentioned, we are all brands and it's important to get that competitive advantage and be thinking a little bit like that as we try to move ahead in our careers. I hope to see you next time. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you then.